I the one that said it, but it's not that you're.
See what happens? So, BD, you know that because of my condition, I medicate sometimes.
No. It's not that. It's not that. Someone who gets power is automatically corrupted. Having power and not being able to having power and not being able to correctly adjust or having the morals to deal with power can corrupt. It's like can corrupt.
I mean, I can see that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like you get too much, it's like you get that dude that you're working with. He gets a promotion and now he's like the boss over you, and all of a sudden he all too good for his own britches and shit. Yeah, they're like.
Yeah, because I mean, Superman, he wasn't corrupted. I'm sorry, I went crazy with it. Well, actually,
you're right, but you know what? That's actually a teaching. There's one thing that's good about comic books is there's a lot of teaching about that. It's like with great, like Spider-Man's always with great power comes great responsibility, right? And if you don't use the power correctly, then what happens? You get corrupted, and you end up just being a bad guy. It's like I don't know if you've seen Superman 3.
I have
Superman 3?
No, I haven't seen Superman 3.
Okay. So Superman 3, I like Superman 3 because, like, one, Richard Pryor was in it. 2, Richard Pryor actually got paid more than Superman in the damn movie. Because that's when Richard Pryor was big on it, though. In 3, Superman got drunk. So just kind of break it down because I know everybody hasn't seen anything like that, but so
Superman's weakness in alcohol.
No.
Why nobody gets him drunk?
So the bad guys in the movie, they're like, well, we're just gonna make some synthetic like kryptonite, and they try to put it on Superman. Superman like, I don't know. And it was 2 versions of kryptonite. First, it was this blonde bombshell that was kryptonite. Then it was like the fake kryptonite itself. And it both kind of corrupted Superman. Superman was like doing jobs because he wanted this chick, and he had that synth kryptonite messing with his brain and stuff. So there's one part of the movie where it's funny as hell. Superman is in the bar, man. His cape hella dirty, his uniform all dark and dull and stuff like that, and he's flicking peanuts at like the mirror and breaking stuff, like straight breaking stuff, like blow blow. Superman comes stumbling out the bar, man. The kids all looking at him. He's like, "Mommy, what's wrong with Superman?" Superman's like, "What are you looking at?" Hey, this was funny as hell, dude. I was like,
shit, I'm gonna check that out.
It's the funniest. It's the funniest thing in that movie.
What else gets easily corrupted? Windows computers.
Oh yeah.
Shots fired.
Globally. Yeah. So everybody got they got Windows computer, man. You just been hit globally.
If you don't know right now, there is see, man, it's bouncing ball like he don't get to have this.
I know. He working on that. Fun. He working on that leg strength right now. So he like.
You know what I'm saying? What happened is basically ransomware. A lot of Windows computers and major corporations globally are getting affected with ransomware. It's coming out of basically what ransomware is this malicious software or bad software that could come from, I don't know, porn, open source freaking like websites that have 1 million pop-ups.
Makes you wonder what they be doing in the industry.
Fake
right?
news could probably get you some in case you don't know, fake news probably get you some malicious software. If you want to find out what real fake news is, go to one that has 1 million different pop-ups on it. Why people talk about CNN and everybody else. Anyways, but what ends up happening is you get, these pop-ups, and next thing you know, if you click the wrong thing, they got you.
Got it.
They either take your whole computer, leave you with a number. I didn't even know, man, but these dudes kind of stepped it up. They using that app now.
What is it? It's not a denial of service. It's not
it's a full.
It denies your permission to getting into.
It denies access, full access.
Denies
to your
access.
computer.
Yeah.
Like a DDoS is more on like it. DDoS is more freaking towards
That's a
denying.
That's a denial of service. Just
Yeah.
everybody.
Man,
not
my
a techie.
bad.
Yeah.
But that one is more on the side of like the network and keeping things from coming in. But this one pretty much takes your hardware.
Yeah.
So it's literally a software that goes into your computer, and once it holds it hostage, you have to pay a certain amount of money
to get it out of there.
Yeah. Sometimes it could be the full computer. Sometimes it's even access to certain programs. Like they do all kinds of things with it. But basically, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, public service announcement, update your antivirus.
Yeah, because there was a patch for it, right?
Yes.
I think Microsoft did have a patch for it, but a lot of company computers did not update to the new patch.
Company computers don't do it. And see, right now, these dudes are going after big companies, major companies and stuff.
Well, 78 countries were hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 78 different countries were actually hit.
They was hitting more towards, like, you know what I'm saying, businesses, major companies and stuff. It's still, you know what I'm saying, the vulnerability for anybody that has like a Windows computer. I ain't gonna try to brag off, say the whole Mac, the whole OS X, the O sexy. That's what we call it.
Shameless plug. Hey, look,
but
hey, y'all.
If you ain't got a Mac, it's cool. Okay. If you don't have, it's not about having a Mac. It's about whatever kind of system you're using. Protect it. If you have a Mac, it's actually worse to protect it because it's already a boss. It just adds more to the, you know what I'm saying, the extra work.
Well, they don't bug Mac too much. There's a couple. They really
don't bug Mac.
But I have to give it up. I have to give up to the OS team. The OS team is really quick about coming up with a patch, and then it screws up everything else, and then they come up with a patch. And
and I bet as soon as you see a patch come out,
they come up with
your
more
computer ASAP.
I think Apple comes up with more patches than they come up with their freaking iPhone. It's like how you have a new iPhone every year. That's absolute.
What do you mean?
That's a
Why
pet
not?
peeve. That is a pet peeve of mine.
Man, they got a new car every year. You got a 2006 model, 2017. Let's keep going.
But I just got this thing though. Like,
hey man, don't get it. I don't even know what's going on with the iPhone. I can tell you right now, I'm probably not gonna buy one because I love my life, and that thing is now about to cost more than freaking my car.
Man, it's a house note.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it literally,
a freaking phone is a house note.
They're talking about $1,000 for the freaking phone, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Do what I'm telling you. And every year,
I see a child with that.
Well, I mean, there's like renting thing. You know, you can
straight jacking them.
Well, you know, because in collusion with I wouldn't say collusion like it's a bad thing. They partner up with different phone carriers and stuff like that, and you can you can pay off the phone in like 2 years and stuff like that. I mean, it's okay. That's okay. It kind of reduces price.
You don't never pay your phone off. First off,
I know you just upgrade to another phone, right?
Literally, man, I need to find that. Somebody in the hustle system needs to figure out how to use that. Like, you know what, bro? It's cool. You can borrow this. Or, matter of fact, you know what? You lease it out. If you want, you can pay it off. But if you don't, it's cool. I have a new one for you next year if you want to go ahead and just transfer over to that new agreement.
And then like slinging crack. They serving. They is straight serving. I want to see who's in their marketing department. I mean, there's a whole bunch of thugs in there though. Like,
they probably do. If they don't, I don't know why everybody wants to go ahead and look back.
Tron from the corner, you know what I mean?
I mean, I guess they really don't need, you know what I'm saying, experienced people like us. Cause for some reason they made this dope ass system that keeps us under freaking. I ain't gonna say dope. Let me take that back. They made this real fucked up system. I say it like that honestly because of the fact that they came up with the ultimate system, and I don't understand how there's still nobody to go against it. I know I talked about it last week, but I'm still trying to figure out how the hell they just made the system that's unable to be broken.
Yeah.
But
so yeah. Oh man, maybe I forgot about this. I almost forgot about this, man. Let's go ahead and go back to the Mr. 4-5 and his antics, man. So why the FBI director get fired though?
I don't even know how I forgot about that shit, man.
Man, there's so much to just go on, man. So
Trump does so much shit so quickly. It's just it's not even just. Damn, I said his fucking name, man. I've been doing good with 4-5 this whole time.
4-5, man. 4-5, dude.
He's still 4-5.
4-5.
But this dude does so much shady shit. I don't know how anybody even says that they don't.
So just
they don't think it's It's bad.
So let's pretty much give the rundown. If you don't know, now you know. Let's see. Comley just got fired as the FBI director. What's even funnier is how he found out, right? So he was down in L.A. At a speaking. He had a speaking agreement, and the news was on behind him, and they were like, he was like talking to his peoples, and on the news behind him, it was like
breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Comedy just got fired.
Did somebody get a picture of that?
And so he was like, I guess he looked back and saw the news. You're like, it must be fake news or something like that. Then all of a sudden, one of Trump's, at least not his bodyguard, but pretty much used as a delivery man, came by with a letter say, hey homie,
message.
Hey, you don't work here no more, dude. That's how he found out he got fired.
Man,
it wasn't like
getting chopped.
It wasn't like, hey, come down. I need to come down and here talk to you, send an official message to you, nothing like that. It was more like, hey, he found out. Firstly, he found out on the news. Then he got confirmed when he got a letter. Trump didn't even call him like, hey, player, hey, I really appreciate your work. You got to go. It's like, hey, man, I don't even like that dude. Hey, fire that cat.
Man, he need to break up through a text message type shit.
Dude, that was
like we ain't cool no more. Like that would have been even more fun to like, hey man, just you know
what's so.
I wonder, did anybody get a picture of him with his head turned looking at it?
Yeah, I wish, man.
I wish. I can just imagine, like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm the boss. I make shit happen. Breaking news. Tristan Hill is fired all day, man. Hold on, what?
What? What's that?
What the hell was that?
Hey, what's that on the screen, man? He must have, like, what would be really funny? If he was sitting there, like, really talking on his job. He's like, being in head of the FBI, I got to make sure everything is straight. The country really appreciates, what I'm be doing out here, like, the funniest thing. So they interviewed Trump, right? So they got the letter release, and pretty much in the letter there's a segment in there that's like, even though you've came down and told me like 3 times that I wasn't under an investigation, we gotta let you go. Because like, now it's in there, and everybody was like questioning, like, wait a minute, why is this in here?
I'm telling you, man, I think that dude be trying to try to protect himself by adding in the extra shit.
Hey, look, I'm not on the investigation. I'm not on the investigation.
Even though you never said in public or straight to me that I was under an investigation.
But as far as the dude running an investigation, yeah, he's got to go.
Like, how you ain't know you was on investigation? Like, why you even put that in the statement after, I don't know, the news is asking about the investigation. Your mama probably called you, asked about the investigation. Your friend said something about the investigation. Spicy was talking about the investigation. You ain't on the investigation.
So
that dude is delirious.
Now here's the real funny part about I found about it was like, when Trump was elected, he was talking about how he was like, he really loved he really loved comedy and stuff like that for standing up against like the fake news and everything as far as releasing even when he got elected, he had comedy come over in this big press conference. He's like, I love this guy. So after he fired him, he got on the news. He was like, after he fired him, he was like, look, Comley was a showboater. He wasn't a stand-up guy. I'm like, man, like, what just happened? Dog, did you just say?
I swear, man, whoever writes his shit probably gets pissed off. They're just like, fuck, man. I just told your ass. Don't say it. Because he actually said in the meeting.
And it was completely different.
He's like, oh, I already thought about firing him. He said that in like, and it was like, hold up. You sure about that?
But then like 2 days beforehand, Spicy, Kellyanne Conrad, or
Kellyanne Conway.
Conway.
The Conway, man.
I said Comrade.
Con and Way.
Comrade. It was Comrade.
You blended in Russian and shit.
So no, they were like, and they weren't speaking on the president's behalf. He's like, no, the reason why, we fired him because of recommendation of the Justice Department. And then when Trump got on the news, he's like, I already knew about it. I was gonna fire him on day one. And then they were asking Spicy, like, well, dog, how did you get that? So you tell me 3 people that your surrogates got that wrong? How'd y'all get that wrong? And then Spicy like, well,
the absence of evidence is not the evidence.
Speaking of which, I gotta go to the preserves. I'll be right back.
Like he did. Hey man, but I mean that's what I mean, man. Whoever writes Trump speeches, they're like, hey, look, bro, these are questions you're gonna ask, okay? When he asks these questions, I need you to say this. And this dude just takes the whole thing. I think he does it because he's that cocky kind of person that he wants to have it to where it's like he's doing boss moves. So he says the dumbest shit ever to make shit even worse than it already is. It's like somebody's like, hey man, look, don't say you're not on an investigation. Like you on your investigation, nigga. Like I don't even know why you.
And then even like it's even more things come out, right? So there, like he had James Comey come to a dinner and stuff like that, and the reports say that Trump asked Comey to swear his allegiance to him. I'm like, swear his allegiance to him.
See, man, that's how it happens.
Is that king shit? That's like king shit. Like,
man, like when shit, like when it first came out that
Comedy was like, no, man, no. Then Trump asked him like 2 other times. Then Trump was like, well, will you take a vow to like the United States? Yeah, me, like the United States, kind of like, look, I can concede that. Like, I would respect. I'll take an oath to the office of truth, to the Constitution. I was like, but Trump's like, okay, I could take that. I was like, no, dude, you were asking for. Trump was sitting there asking for him, man. I mean, King Trump, dude. Like,
Trump went ahead fucked up from the get go. Like, it's a scary ass situation when you got a dude that's under investigation for some shit, and he has the power just to fire that guy. He could fire whoever's investigating him. The
Not
fact
only
that power is there
underneath the recommendation of somebody who's been removed from the Russian investigation.
Yes. Somebody who recused themselves from the investigation still has the influence to say that whoever's investigating them should possibly get fired. That whole situation.
Yeah, but I
can't even say that's common sense. Literally,
I know we've been tagging Trump on this for a minute, dude. I gotta get on the
hold up
on the blue side.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Like the fact that they have that power, y'all need to wake the fuck up and start paying attention and shit. This dude is firing the people that are trying to keep him in check or trying to keep any president in check.
Now that's actually happened before.
And last time that's happened,
it was Watergate. Yeah. Yeah, when the people who were investigating Nixon for Watergate, he fired the whole team. They called it the Monday Massacre. That's what it was known as. You should Google that.
Oh no, I know. They started bringing up more about how the Watergate is actually how this seemed like some real Watergate type shit. Like say real suspect now. And these dudes, you got delirious ass press secretaries and shit. I mean, hey, but the new one, she actually kind of sounded normal. That is scary. They're getting better at this. They're finding normal people or normal talking people to say they're dumb bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying. It seems real suspect that all of a sudden you just went from this dumb talking dude this whole time. Over exaggerating all kinds of shit.
The truth is out there. X-Files.
If you haven't seen it, check out Saturday Night Live. That was funny.
Oh man, hey, why was Spicy rolling down the street on his podium though?
Because man, that's what Spicy does.
Spicy rolling, dude. Spicy. I feel bad for Spicy, man, because now Spicy may be on for Spicy. Now he might be on the chopping block, man. Because I wonder if finally, like, because he had his reserve commitment. He went to reserves. He's gone for a quick minute. I wonder if he got like an integrity briefing while he was gone. He's like, ooh man, I get up on this podium, man. I don't know. I don't.
What rank is Spicy? What did he do?
I don't know. I
was kind of curious because
he's Navy Reserves, right?
Yeah.
But I don't really know what his job is or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's his MOS? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know, man. You know what? I would honestly have a conflict of interest if I was working with Spicy because I would feel like he's lying every time he talks to me instantly.
Right.
Like, hey, Spicy, did you go ahead and handle that paperwork? Yeah, it's already done.
Integrity.
Like, so is this like you or is this
spicy you? Right. Core values, dog. Can I get some core values, man? Like, remember them core values, dude? Yeah. Service for source self. Excellent in all we do. Integrity. Integrity.
And integrity is something that's been lost for a good minute, though. Unfortunately, just because the world that we live in, some people just want to feel some type of way.
Yeah, integrity's hard.
I would say I'll try to talk to the masses of people, but the people that you really need to talk to probably won't listen.
Is integrity a hard thing to maintain?
No, man. Integrity ain't hard to maintain. Do the right thing in the absence of anything. How's that hard?
Nobody seems to do it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm guilty of it. Like, I am majorly guilty of it, man.
I don't know, man. Like, me personally,
I mean,
the only reason why I have so much integrity is because I get, like, lying is so annoying, bro. It is hard to get through that shit sometimes. Like, you'll be forgetting stuff. I stacked up lies before, man.
Yeah, man. I am plenty of guilty of that, you know, and I do apologize for it. Anybody I've hurt with my lies, I'm like, even with my family too. Like, anything I hurt with my lies, I do apologize for it. Yeah. Like, lies almost ruined like Mother's Day for me. Like, not for me, but for my whole family, dude. Like, I really had to like step back and really catch myself. I mean, almost after almost losing shit, like everything, man. I apologize, man. I tend to try to be better.
Aw, that's good.
I want to be better. I am going to be better.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, okay, so on another side note, man, I seen this funny ass post. It was earlier this morning. Yeah, at first it sounded good, but then it started repeating themselves. It said, "Don't talk, act." And then it said, "Don't say, show." What's the difference between talking and saying something? Don't speak, do something.
Hold up, we're going to get Yoda online too to see if he can explain that one for us, man, because Yoda's always good
like
about
at first
explaining.
It sounded very deep. I was like, hold up, man, y'all just repeating
wait a minute,
the same thing in different versions of it.
You're not supposed to analyze this.
And I know, right? And the bad thing is, I ain't gonna lie, it was claimed for a zodiac sign.
Oh,
it was like the Taurus theory or some shit. I was like,
Taurus, dumb.
Y'all kind of slow, ain't y'all? If y'all agree with that, I'm saying they said you up for failure. I bet you there was a Sagittarius motherfucker that did it. He sent it out to see on motherfuckers like, yeah.
Watch this.
Watch on these dumb.
Yo, what's this? Yo, so I'll just like breezing through the news real quick. It was a report. Man dies after streaming suicide attempt on Facebook Live.
See, and that's why they're supposed to be working on monitoring Facebook Live.
Was that an attempt?
He said dies after streaming.
A suicide attempt. I mean, but wasn't that the point? No, I mean, like, is it no longer an attempt?
I don't know. I mean, I can't even say nothing, bro, because they call criminal suspects, but they got caught. You get caught killing somebody, it's like suspect is arrested.
He had the gun in his hand, though, right?
Thought y'all seen it.
You seen it? You got a camera, right?
I was watching the other day, man. Freaking, what is it? Boondocks. I love Boondocks. I ain't gonna lie. Some people don't like it.
There's so much truth in Boondocks,
man,
though.
So much truth. They had this one, I don't know if you remember it. They was talking about Shabazz, the dude guy who was in jail, and he was trying to get him out. And they talked about why he got arrested.
Yeah.
And you listen to it. Basically, Shabazz got arrested for being there and being black. He was upstairs in the office of a Black Panther office, and this dude was downstairs, shot the officer. Yeah, it's a cartoon still, but the dude shot the officer, right? And he's like, I blah 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 shot this officer. I hate police officers. Actually, I hate every deputy, and I will go on to kill any deputy I see. And to make it worse, then it was like, they even recorded the guy. There was a stenographer there that typed it up, and the criminal even signed his name. And then the gun had chocolate fingerprints on it because it was eating a donut, and it had a receipt.
Suspect.
And they arrested the guy upstairs, the black man upstairs. But then you look at it like, y'all, there would be some blatant ass evidence in the world. And
the
still is no.
The evidence of absence.
The absence of evidence.
It's not the evidence
of absence.
Of absence.
Okay, it took me a long time to understand.
That is the greatest quote. I think that is the greatest quote ever, man. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, for that one.
That was actually Samuel L. Jackson, but still rest in peace.
Was it Samuel L. Jackson that one? No, yeah, it was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, because he did the whole Pulp Fiction on him.
I think that's like the best.
Like, what?
That's the best. That's the best part of like Boondocks is because like he got two white dudes, one voiced by Samuel L. Jackson
and one by
Charlie Murphy. That's like the best thing ever, man. I'm like, that is the funniest thing ever. I'm like, it's like whenever you, it's like if anybody ever got mad about like who was it, Angelina Jolie playing a black woman, or like you had somebody else put on a darker face so they can be or Nina Simone. They
pretty much animated themselves white.
That should quell your that might help you out with that.
And then you got real motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus?
He black.
Yeah.
Every day I just get darker and blacker. More darker.
What was it? Reverse
vitiligo.
Reverse vitiligo. It's like what Michael Jackson had, except I get darker.
Okay, so this is also came in. U.S. says Syrian government is using a crematorium to hide the bodies of as many as 50 detainees. It's killing each day.
Syria?
Syria.
You know what? I just saw in the news that they were saying that that they have actually started to take the major city. You know, all the rebels are like leaving and stuff like that. And this is what they found. This is what they finding right now. Ooh.
That's what they're doing to them.
So not only were they gassing people on the streets, they actually have a crematorium. Man, why does that sound so familiar?
What, Resident Evil?
No.
I was all look like, hold up. Oh, Raccoon City, my nigga?
Oh, that tickled me so hard, dude. Yes, it was. Oh man, freaking Germany, dude. Like where was Raccoon City? Raccoon City is real, son. Real.
Okay, my bad. Okay, yes, you're right. You say
Germany. Dude, that is the best thing. You know what? That was the best comment ever. Man, I was so glad we recorded that one. That is the best one ever, dude. Like Raccoon City. Shout out to Resident Evil.
Good Spicy's position. I'll probably get lit up. Like we definitely know what happened during World War II in Raccoon City.
Spicy, hey Spicy man, since you about to be out of a job, man, why don't you come over to the show, bro? We could use some PR. We could use some more PR.
Man, I feel horrible. Like, that went straight over the head.
You know what? But it fits so well. It fits so well because I could not even deny it. Like that is Raccoon City. Oh gosh, is that art imitating life or life imitating art, dude? Like,
I don't, man.
Do they got PS2 up in? They got a PS4.
Man, look,
up there,
think about it, bro. Like the people who make GTA, they're just the people that made something that already happens anyways. There's crazy motherfuckers that
been running around, jumping cars off of buildings.
Like, what if these motherfuckers really had power? Well, you'll have Raccoon City.
Well, there you go.
Also known as Syria.
Oh man, no, that was that right there. That's cap of the day right here on the side note.
So I also want to put something else out in case nobody or anybody hasn't been paying attention to what I say. I don't know if I'm going to be watching the NFL this year.
Oh, really?
I'm still waiting on Kaepernick.
Oh,
Still waiting.
What was his criminal offense?
Huh?
What was his criminal offense that's keeping him from playing
Integrity?
in the NFL? Oh,
or freedom of speech. I don't know.
Oh, no. As a football player, you're not supposed to have freedom of speech.
But you're still putting your hand up for a flag that says you have freedom of speech.
No. But he's an NFL player. We pay.
Then why am I agreeing with a flag that has freedom of speech on one of the stripes?
But I can't use freedom of speech when I want to.
They're still pretty much looking at him and saying, "Nah, we don't want."
But how many other NFL players they got in there who been like off some serious shit? Like beating their wives, drug charges.
I've been one of those people that been on the edge.
I mean, it'd be different if like Kaepernick had like he was on the field, he's throwing the ball, and all of a sudden thinking coke fall out his fro.
Yeah,
I mean,
like the minute you literally say like, I don't agree with this, man, we ain't cool with you. What about the guy who was the child molester that's still playing? I know he's on, this team that I'm cool with.
No, man, what's man?
Yeah. You get these dudes beating their children and shit like that.
Beating their wives.
Domestic violence. I guess that's America.
Yeah,
it's an American sport too.
Though. Well, they're a football player. We should make excuses for that.
If it's
like, you want to stand up for injustice?
That's not America.
That's not America. You're just supposed to do what we tell you. Go run the ball, little black boy.
That's pretty much what it goes down to. Because the fact that there is no reason he's the ideal person. Maybe tell him don't talk. Why you can't even tell him that? I mean, even the NBA talks about Trump.
Is it policy for the NFL? Is there public policy in the NFL to say that
what this goes into? I'll tell you exactly what this goes into, which I'm surprised because it's not affecting the NBA as much as I thought it would. But I guess because the NBA just got black people in it.
A lot of them.
Like you can't even sit there like, hold up, we're gonna fire this one black guy.
Even with the NBA, I mean, you do have black owners of teams.
You got black owners of teams.
It's a little bit more forward. It's a little bit more forward.
It's a black folk sport. And actually, you know what?
But I don't really know if there's been any highly successful black person that's trying to buy a football team. Maybe that might be a key.
I don't know if it would be.
Like Michael Jordan has he's vested into the Wizards, right? You have Magic Johnson, who's actually vested into, is it Lakers or the Clippers, or is it both?
Both.
I think it might be both. I mean, but that's the difference. That's the completely difference from like.
I don't even know the system behind the NFL. Besides the fact that most of them are not 100% city owned. Isn't Wisconsin 100? Wisconsin is a city owned.
Yeah, Green Bay. Green Bay is like it's city owned.
And the rest of them are just.
They're privately owned, and the city puts up everything for it.
And I bet when you get deeper into the politics stuff, those numbers kind of kick in and say like you need us, and that's why I mean like when it comes to the NBA, I don't think they could really even. They really couldn't even try to go at it like that, right? Well, they could actually, but you just wouldn't have a lot of players. Like I'm pretty sure if you used to knock a couple of black players off for speaking about black injustice, you just lost the NBA. Like you're on third string now.
You know how many shoe contracts gone after that though? Like not gone. I mean like they won't get no like public vision. The advertisement because them players are the advertisement for.
Yes, that's what I mean. And but with the NFL, you can't really have. I guess, and not only to say that because there is black people in the NFL, and past that, I don't know how anybody doesn't. Speak about social injustice, but I understand exactly the part that kind of says no, which is I don't ever want to deal in that kind of spectrum. But at the same time, you wait for these times to get this kind of power to say stuff.
And so that's the thing. There were players that refused to like, hey, I'm not in this. I'm not going to be a part of it. there was other players there was other players in the past who've talked about that as well too. Walter Payton was a big standout for black injustice during the civil rights era, you know. But there were other players that would not back not only the civil rights movement, but Walter Payton because of what he said, because they didn't want to mess up, I guess, their check or their playing. And I can kind of understand. I kind of understand to a point, because this is I think you work so hard. You work so hard for your dream to get to that point. You know, I mean, and then you have your dream, and it can go away by saying something about your own rights, and you just derailed your whole dream. I can kind of understand that, but then,
not really.
Yeah, but then again, you're
probably talking about it with your friends, and you got a megaphone in front of your fucking mouth, and you don't say shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know how I feel if, like, me and you was talking about some stuff. I'm like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's real messed up what they do. Now I said in front of all these million people, and they're like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, I got no comment.
And there's plenty of players that do that too. I understand what's on the line for them, because they probably don't want to get capped after going through everything, as far as college goes, as far as high school goes, as far as Pee-wee leagues and stuff like that. How many sacrifices their family has made, how much money they've put to put you through training camps and stuff like that. And you might
where all those roots come from though. Half of these motherfuckers probably they trained and did all their little football and Pop Warner out in those same hoods.
The same hoods, they're having those problems.
And now they get up to these different levels. And it's not, again, I'm not even trying to say like if you get those opportunities, but I will say is that nobody who has the power to do something can sit there and just not use it and talk about the same thing at the same time. Like, hey, you know what? Somebody should really go ahead and fix this car. Good thing I'm a mechanic, but I don't feel like doing it.
If you have a public platform, maybe you're not behind this. You
ain't got to run up behind it. I know there's maybe a couple of those dudes that just honestly don't give a damn when it comes to injustice.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about is I know. Not every one of those people is like that. And for anybody who has that kind of public platform that literally sits there and does not take advantage of that, you're no better than the people you're talking about. That's just God honest truth. You're under that system. You're already inside of it, and you just pretty much not using it. And you think about it. What is it they always talk about? How, and this is true because, man, we did, marches and everything, that a lot of little people do build up to a value. So I know I seen them do like strikes and shit about, budgets. Not getting, or in
trash,
freaking all kinds of stuff. And like when it comes to the NFL, even like NFL or was it the NBA that held a strike?
The NFL, Major League Baseball. It happened in Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball held a strike.
Yeah, they had
because I remember I heard NAFTA a couple times.
I forgot what
NAFTA.
It was the Major League Baseball. They had a strike, and that whole year sucked for as far as baseball goes.
But did something?
Did the NFL have a strike?
I could have swore the NFL had a strike. I forgot what it was for, but it wasn't for
players. Was it NFL or was it NBA? I think it was the NBA.
It was the NBA. Actually, yeah, because they had a pretty
rough. That was a rough year. That was a rough year though.
That's how rough it was.
Slam dunk competition sucked.
Yeah, that was actually real rough. But I mean, the NFL, they I don't see how these dudes need to stick up. I mean, maybe some of them, if they don't have anything to say about it, then don't say about it. But one thing I hate is just a person.
Well, one thing I like about I really like about the NBA too is when their players have stood up. Remember when they were wearing, the hands up those shoe shirts? The NFL was like, the NBA was like, all right. They backed them on it,
Yeah, they backed them.
They had full teams though. Granted, it was like LeBron, it was like LeBron and the whole squad too. I mean,
you had the hoodies and everything. Yeah. Freaking, well, you still have Popovich. You talk about 4-5, he'll give a fuck.
Yeah.
man, you don't even really answer questions, but he has words. He has words.
Yeah, he has words.
You know, so these dudes, they have these platforms. I don't know. If Kaepernick if he don't get something, man, I don't think I'm gonna be watching it.
He should too. He's actually a really good quarterback. He was good. He was good for like two. He was good.
He was good.
He was good for 40. He was good for the 49ers for like 2 seasons, and then like half his whole team like retired, and then like
they left him.
Then that next season, you know, he ended up sitting out some games because he had surgery too. You know that. Well, I wouldn't say sitting out games. He was kneeling out games, but
yeah,
he took a knee on it.
Sitting, you know, and that's his crime. In case nobody knows, and everybody wants to sit there and be like, oh man, that's whack. I still need to watch it. These are the kind of things that, you know what I'm saying, that it doesn't do nothing if you ain't got enough people around it.
It was
like,
it was
for
a
the
call
people,
out. And I wish people would really understand that, like,
for Kaepernick to go ahead and do that, he's representing a certain amount of people. You know what I'm saying? He's representing a certain group of people. If they don't even recognize that and still want to go ahead and deal with the NFL, they pretty much just trash what it is he's trying to do too.
No, I wouldn't say. I
would.
I wouldn't say all that.
Hey man, look, I stood up for you, and now I'm getting fired. And you're like, hey man, I'm still gonna go to that place though, because they got some good burgers. Like really?
But I mean, but you can't really expect everybody to follow through the same loop just because, you know, either the same skin color, nationality, or even gender.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
like,
It has to do with
we are not. Yeah, we're not an all monolithic group. You know,
unfortunately, we're not.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
just makes
even though we get classified in different groups, we're not all a monolithic group. So
no, unfortunately, we just not. Like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna still be some of those dudes chilling in the same hoods where he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, his police shoes and shit, and they're gonna be like, whatever team, whatever team they're going for, like, yeah, football.
Right.
Like, still have everybody over for the barbecue. Hopefully, maybe they'll invite Kaepernick over so he can chill there and eat with him.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if he ain't got a job, at least he'll
like. Well, what was another thing that was with the NFL? The mascots. Like, you had the what was it? I guess it goes. Well, I guess. Oh, there's been a lot of things about mascots. I like these. I like these ones because, you know, you had the Washington Redskins, you know, and then one of them was then you had baseball, you had the Cleveland Indians and stuff like that, you know. The Chiefs don't really get. Would the Chiefs be classified? The Chiefs are not really classified in it. I mean, because just the Chiefs, you know. It's like,
I mean, man, look, the Redskins though, bro.
I'll tell you, the
Baltimore Darkies, like, like, that's pretty much all to say, man.
Alabama running Negroes. I'm like
the yellow skins. You got a freaking Asian face on it or some shit. Like,
so I forget. This was like, I think it was like maybe last year or 2 years ago. Some dude came on to I think it was PTI, and he was wearing this shirt that said Caucasians. Dude, it was the funniest shirt. And it was just like the Cleveland Indians head, but it was like a white dude. He had dollar signs behind his head and stuff, and it said Caucasians. People lost their damn mind when they saw that shirt. I'm like, there you go, man. Like,
I don't know how y'all not making these connections.
Why you so? I'm like, wait a minute. Why you so mad? Why can't I wear a shirt that say Caucasians? You know?
You know what I'm saying? The Boston Pale Faces. like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, you know what? Well, let's say they do have the Fighting Irish, but is that like really? Would you say the Fighting Irish is?
Isn't that where a lot of the Irish are? Is Notre Dame? Oh no, isn't?
No, that's what they're called, the Fighting Irish. As a matter of fact, their mascot, they got like a little Irish dude, like, and stuff like that.
Man,
and that's kind of messed up. You know what? I go ahead and that is messed up. That is messed up.
Dude, a lot of the stuff stereotype, man. Like, imagine you had like the bangers, and it was like a black dude with with his head up like this, but he ain't got a gun in it. He got a smile on his face.
The bangers. Like,
you know.
So I watched. Oh, speaking of which, I watched 13, man.
You watched it?
I finally went.
See,
finally
you would
13.
go ahead and try to jump on a new conversation like that one.
I watched 13.
Did you see how crazy this?
I was actually I was a little bit disappointed as far as the doc goes, because it was like, it was ran really short. I mean, it was quick. I mean, there was so much that needed to be like. That right there needed to be like a 5-part series. I mean,
Yeah,
because they just boom, 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 blame through it, and like a lot of the content I already knew about. I mean, this is because I went and studied through and read through a couple of the things as far as the Black Panther Party goes and stuff like that, and how everything relates back to like slavery. I was like, but there were some really and as far as coded words and stuff like that, I've always been able to like go back and try to pay attention to it. And I ask like older people as far as how they feel about it too. I like hearing about. I like hearing about it. I like researching about it because not only does it tell me how far we've gone and how far we haven't gone. You know. And
yeah.
So that's how I like to relate to it. I'm like, man, okay. But
it's
some of the things they just I mean, it's just with, but a lot of it as far as that doc went, man, I was just like, dang, why you just don't go back to that? I'm like no, don't go.
You know what, man? I
then they hit me
I have
with
to watch it
like,
again.
Oh my, no, I'm like, yeah,
I gotta watch it again because I ain't gonna lie, like even when still even thinking about it,
there's so much research material.
It's very okay. I'll say it like this: it's a very good movie to watch. I just don't want everybody and their mama to look at that movie and forget the big picture, which the big picture is if cigarettes kill you and you smoke it, don't get pissed off when you die. What I mean by that is if you know that your community is influenced by crack, stop blaming the government. Tell them to stop smoking crack. Petty crimes is still gonna be a petty crime.
But not only
dudes going to jail for petty crimes. You gotta probably teach them how to stop doing petty ass crimes.
Not only that, you have to invest in your community.
Yeah, that's still the same thing. What I'm saying, I just say in a very asshole nature. That's what I do. You got to bring knowledge to your communities. Now
you have to invest in your community.
Use the movie as power. Like, see, look, you see this system. This system is set up for failure. This is why you don't do crimes. Because once you get in that system, they will screw you over.
Yeah.
Use the video like that, but don't sit out here and literally judge that system because that system is not going to change. But the people that can change is the ones that go into the jails.
The people can change. People can change the system. People can change the system.
And you know what? People can't change.
But you have to do the things to change the system.
Yeah, and you have to do it on a two parts.
A lot of the things that you do, you start in your own. I mean, it's like. I know sometimes it just seems so grand. It's like, how can I actually change the system? I mean, this is actually done by the government. I'm like, all right, well, if you can't do it in the government, how can you change? How can you change things where you're right there? I mean,
change the stereotype.
One thing I remember from what was it? Silence of the Lambs. I remember this from Silence of the Lambs. It was actually Hannibal Lecter is talking to Clarice, and he's like, what are the things that you covenant? He's like, you covenant the things that you see every day. And I was like, wow. It was like, you think about it, it's like, instead of the things that you see every day, I mean, you see the dudes selling crack on the streets, I mean, in your community, and you got to think about it. Your kids are playing right down the street, or they walk past that way to go ahead and go to school. I mean, they pass by that dude every day. That dude is on your block. Back in the day, man, people used to get ran off the block like that,
Do you know what the crazy thing always is about when it comes to these kind of systems that keep us down? Is that we as the masses are actually always in the mass.
Yeah.
Like, you think even way, way back, like, it does honestly take, you can make the biggest ass fucking boulder when you actually work as a community.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's why I mean, like, when it comes to this movie, use that movie for fucking power. Don't use it to literally sit there and focus on bashing the system.
Or that...
Because
don't turn it into victimization.
Yes, don't. That's exactly what it is. Don't turn it into being a victim. The only way
and what I mean by that, be like, look what they do to me.
It's not even to take away that, what I'm saying, they have I mean, you can never get rid of fucking these dumbasses arresting people that are innocent. I can't take away that. But guess what? A petty crime is still a crime, which means that you did something.
Yeah.
That you was not supposed to do.
Yeah.
I don't care how you look at it. It could be the dumbest shit in the world. A possession is the dumbest crap in the world. The fact that Sessions is working on making crimes even more punishable to the max extent does not take away from the fact that if you don't do it, it doesn't really affect you.
Yeah, and
if you don't smoke cigarettes, they won't kill you.
And I know how hard it is as far as how media makes it sound too. They always make it sound, they always make crime sound sexy. They've always done that too.
Yeah, they make
think about like
shit, man.
Al Capone, how sexy
Empire,
right? Like
these niggas just beat up a fuck. I'm sorry, man. Nobody's seen it, but
don't give it like.
Damn, I can't say
power.
Power. Like how these dudes get away with all kinds of stuff.
So I mean, we just named we just named like 3 black shows, but like let's go.
Blow
different.
was a sexy ass movie.
Blow, Goodfellas, Casino. That's all organized crime, but they make it seem so sexy.
They do.
It's like,
I mean, it's very unfortunate that they do it. Like. But
and then when you get caught with it, it's like, hey, why are you doing me like this? Ain't you supposed to like me though? I mean, like I'm like Joe Pesci right now. No.
I mean, remember this goes back to, you know what I'm saying, all that training, all that dumb shit. You know, when you was told to be in at a certain time and when you didn't, you lost your video games. You know, all that it goes into that. And I know this system is set up to fail us. They keep it to where, you know what I'm saying, they keep people from being able to have an education, so that way that, you know.
The one thing that I really wanted them to focus on in that doc, man, was the money. Like, cause man, it was like when you saw how deep the money is and how it's all set up is ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. I know I kind of talked about it before. I was like, I knew to the point, but when I watched the doc, I was like, wow, there's a lot of. It was like. There's even more money that's in there that I didn't even like think about. Yeah, that was good.
But good. On that note, we's gonna actually slide off here.
It's time.
Yeah, it's been time. We got May DMs coming up this Wednesday, 8 to 9. Another episode of Lamped Up. Thursday from 5 to 7.
All right.
We got Hip Hop 360 coming back this Friday, 7 to 9. On the Block, the new music video show. If you haven't seen it, we're actually going to be putting another post-production out for it. But
you need to watch it.
It's on Facebook Live right now. It's not on Facebook Live. It's on Facebook on our page right now. We're going to be moving that to YouTube pretty soon. And we'll be showing the actual latest videos that we end up playing. But we got a new episode of that coming up this Saturday at 12. And shoot, we're actually Good Life is coming in June.
Good Life in June, okay.
Good Life is coming Sundays in June. June 4th is gonna be the premiere of that. It's gonna be Sunday from 4 to 5. And shoot, as always, download the app.
Mm-hmm.
And keep up. Stay woke.
And tune in and turn up the Made Sounds Media. Wow, I just ate the mic on that one. Hold up. Let me do that again. Tune in, and turn up for the next episode of Made Sounds Media.